Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Just here with a bit of a chit chat about what I've been doing, what I'm up to in the next few days, stuff like that. Yeah, as you guys, if you've been on my channel for a while, you'll know that I just like to come and talk. Now, I'm going to try not to squint. I noticed the other night in the video I did a lot of squinting. It's because the light that I'm now using is really, really bright, and to get the right type of light for you guys to be able to see me, oh, pardon me, I've basically got to have it for pointing in my face. I don't like it, but I want you to be able to see my mush, even though it's all, I'm getting an old chin. Yeah. And I've got this, I'm sort of on this angle over here, so you don't get to see my flagellatives. You know these things, the flagellatives? My left flagellative is worse than my right one, so that's hidden over here. So yeah, not a lot really been happening. Went out today. It wasn't meant to be hot, or I didn't realise it was meant to be warmish. I thought they said like 23, 24. Got to about 28, and the humidity was disgusting. And I had to take Jarrett to the hairdressers, or the barbers, because when you're a male, you don't go to the hairdresser, you go to the barber. But he'll only go down in my mum's, so we left here, went and picked my mum up, went to get his hair cut. We're in there for over an hour. This barber that he's got measures nearly every hair on his head. Still only charges him kids' rates. Still gives him lollies when he's finished. He's been going to this barber since, well, he's just turned 17, so, easy, 10, 11 years. So he's been going there a long time. So the barber still treats him like a kid. Then after there, we had to go to the post office, which they had no cooling on in the post office. It was so sticky in there. Sorry. We had to go to the post office. I had to send out quite a few entries for challenges. There was no happy mail today. It was just challenge entries. The ones I sent off today were Deb Hendricks, Debbie Vignola, the birthday club for Joanne Rocco, Belinda Coombs one, then I think it was Snap Diva, Kim. I sent off the ATC card. That's a mouthful at times when you're tired. I sent that off, and I sent Sue her shabby chic birthday card. So I'd been doing a lot. Not all of it have I took photos, but I haven't actually videoed quite a few of what I made. I just don't think sometimes if you've only got one thing that's really small, and there's not much you can say about it. So, and I was in a rush. I wanted to get them off and posted today because I sent them, some of them I sent as letters, and if they're letters, they're not registered, and it can take up to 2 weeks to get there. So I needed to get them in the post today, and I really didn't want to do a video last night. Just not in the mood. I've actually got a bit of a sore throat, and as you can hear from that cough's there. And I know what it's from. It's from going from icy cold inside in the aircon and the car inside, and then out into the heat. Then back into the cold. Heat, cold. It makes you sick. I did make something that I can show you that's still here, and that's this Valentine's wand. Oh, there we go. I think you can see it. With the word love. I don't have word stamps and stuff, so I just freehanded the word in pencil when I was happy with how it looked, outlined it in the permanent marker, and I actually coloured it in with glitter pen, gel pen things that I've bought and haven't used. This was from that paper pad that I bought, the Valentine's one, that I didn't want to get a huge one, so I got the mini one. So it was actually, I had to put 2 strips together to be able to make the rosette thing. And as I've told you, I don't have a scoreboard, so I use my cutting board, which is here. Hang on a sec, I'll show you what I do. Oops. Yes, I'm glad you can't see around me at the moment. It's very, very messy. I've got to clean it up tonight before I go away, so... Mind you, I'm only going for 2 nights, but I still don't want to come home to a mess. See, this bit off the cutting board? I use that, and then I use... Because I can't find... I do have one of those bone creasing tool things somewhere. I'm hoping I didn't throw it out at Christmas. I really hope it didn't accidentally get picked up when I was picking up my crafts, making stuff. I hope it didn't get picked up in the scraps and thrown, because they're not cheap and I really can't afford to buy a new one. So instead, I've been using the end of a paintbrush, just putting my paper in. I've got a scrap piece, yeah. Lining it up to the measurement that I want, like using these white lines. And then just, if you do it once, twice, depending on the thickness of the paper, sometimes you might have to do it 3 times, 4 times, and you still get the nice indent. As you can see, that bends really nice. So that's one of my little improvisation things that I do. So yeah, that's how I did that. This has got 2 circles now. Oh, I don't know where it is. I've got so much stuff everywhere. It's falling everywhere that it's unbelievable, the mess I'm in. It'll only take me like 10 minutes to pick it up tonight. It's just a matter of being bothered. This is what I use to do my circles. Trace them, hand cut them. So there's 2 different sizes there. There's one at the back, and I just put the lace. The one at the front, added the lace. That's not the original one. I actually pulled the original one I did off because I did not like it. Didn't like the way it looked when I'd finished. And then added some little red heart buttons, blingy heart, which I actually found, I picked up last time I went to Spotlight, which wasn't the haul video I did. I went the next day, or a couple of days later. I went the first one I went to where I did the haul was at Essendon Fields, Essendon Airport, DFO, all different names for it. I went there. They're a much bigger, cheaper one. The next day or the day after, I went to the Spotlight near home, which I don't know why and I don't know how. They are more expensive than the one at Essendon Fields. But they had these blingy hearts that I love in their clearance rack. They were, I think, $4.99 a pack or $5 a pack, and you got a further 40% off. So I picked up 2 packets of those. Then I found some ribbon I'd bought ages ago that actually has, I don't know if you can see it because of the light, that's the dark side of the camera, but it actually has little white love hearts on it. And then I found this other ribbon that I had in my ribbon box. And then the straw that I hauled last year from the reject shop, which is just the red and white straw. So I'm very happy with how that came out. Then I also, with the birthday club, there's another birthday coming up. So I made a card. Oh, if I hold it back here, you can see the colours. This is a little shabby, I think. I don't know. I don't plan on what I'm going to do. It just sort of, as I do it, I do it. Again, just handwritten sentiment because I haven't bought sentiment stamps yet. Lace flower, again with the red heart button, and just lace on the bottom and the top. So that's just, so they're the 2 projects that I've still got sitting here that I can show you. I have got a list somewhere. I don't know where the book's gone now. Oh, yeah, I do. So I'm saying this room's just so messy. I have got a book here that's got my other challenges that I'm planning or hoping to get in. Although some of them I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into the time. More than anything, it's like, yeah, I could sit and I can do it. But to get them in on time, I'd be pushing. Yeah, there's actually one... There's 3 at the moment that I don't know. I'd love to be able to enter them, but I really don't know. One is Pink Zebra, because hers closes on the 12th, the 2nd. Sam's Create and Design, because hers closes on the 14th of the 2nd. And Creatively Crafting with Marty, hers closes on the 10th of the 2nd. So I really don't know if I'm going to be able to get those ones done. Not that I can't get them done, but it's a matter of getting them done and getting them posted. So I just want to cross out the ones that I sent. That's all that I had written down, because I hadn't written the others down because I'd finished them. The other thing I've got to take into consideration with some of these too is I have got no more. I might have 1 or 2 of the pocket, pocket letter pockets still. And I've been looking for them in different newsagents and stuff. Can't find them. We asked at one newsagents today. No luck there. Because it's not footy season, so the footy season trading cards haven't come out yet. They don't come out till like March, April, and then I'll be able to get them from shops. But I have looked online and I can get 100 of them for about $40 with free delivery. So I'll probably do that this week when I get back. So it's just a matter of if I get them in time, then I can enter. If I don't, I can't. I'm doing my best to enter as many as I can. But I'm trying to do other things as well, like other happy mail and that, or friend mail, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, that's my dilemma at the moment. Got no pockets for pocket letters, and time. Like Australia Post aren't the best. The 2 people I posted to in Australia, actually, I was amazed at how fast those parcels moved. I sent them Thursday morning, and both of the ladies received them today, and they both loved their packages, which makes me feel so good inside, because you've made someone happy. When you make someone happy, you feel good, or that I do. It really makes me feel good. And I like sending happy mail and that, and entering challenges and all those things, just to know, it's because it says to someone you care about them. Or that's how, I don't know. I just like doing. I like creating. I can't keep what I create. And I like giving to make other people happy. I've always been like that. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. Boys and I are off to Warrnambool tomorrow. For those of you that don't live in Australia or don't live in Melbourne, don't know much about Melbourne, Victoria, Warrnambool is about 3-4 hours away from me, down on the coast, halfway between, I think it's about halfway or just under halfway between Melbourne and Adelaide. So it's on the coast. Don't know what we're going to do when we get there, but we're just going really to relax. Looking forward to having pizza for dinner one night. And we've Googled the Chinese, but the 3 Chinese places that we sort of located on Google for Warrnambool all had bad reviews. So I don't know, we might just look around and see what's available. All I know is I don't have to cook. Yippee. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Went and bought sunscreen today so we don't get burnt. Sorry, I got my Pepsi back. Haven't had Pepsi for over a week. My mum gave me $20 to go pick up something for dinner tonight. We ended up usually buy chicken tenders. Pardon me. I usually buy chicken tenders and chicken schnitzels and that from Aldi, but I wasn't driving all the way to Aldi to get them, so I just picked up some, I think that was Steggles chicken schnitzels. I didn't really like the schnitzel itself, but I just made schnitzel burgers with lettuce, cheese, schnitzel and mayo. So, and there was a few dollars left over, so I got some cans of Pepsi, or Pepsi Max, because I can't drink Pepsi, can't drink full sugar soft drink. So yeah, it's been an okay week. My emotions have been a bit up and down. I will say that he's playing mind games still. Really, he's playing the mind games, but I'm not playing them back. If that makes sense. I'm just not acknowledging his crud. And I find I do a lot better if I don't talk to him. If I just do what I have to do and get on with life. I don't need him. I don't know. I still find it really hard to explain to people. I would never want anything bad to happen to him. I still care about him and all of that. But the less I have to do with him, the better for me. It's, I guess, the hardest part for me, and the bit that plays in my head still, and it's getting less, but it's still there, is the how can he keep finding these women? Like, since he's left, he was with the one he left me for. Because apparently I'm boring and don't know how to have a good time, don't know how to relax. I think I'm pretty fun. I like to go out, but I'm sorry, when you got kids, I'm not going to land my kids on my parents all the time so I can go out. No. So anyway, that apparently didn't work after about, let's say, almost 2 years, 18 months, nearly 2 years. That didn't work for him either. But then he found a couple of others. After that, he had another 2 or 3, and I think he's gone back to that. I don't know. And it's just like, I know the hardest thing is I don't believe in myself that I will ever be with anyone else. I don't think I'll ever have another, as we call teenage term, boyfriend or even male friend. I just don't see it happening. I see myself being as I am now, on my own, forever. It's just how I see it. And I don't know if that's because of him, in the sense of, the thing I find hardest to let go of is the words, no one else will ever want you. Look at yourself. Who else would ever want you? And those words were said almost daily to me. And I know it's been 3 years since he's gone, but when you hear those words daily for over 20 years, it's very hard. I think, my psychologist has said to me, she cannot believe how far I've come. I've only been seeing her for 12 months, or not even 12 months. And she can't believe the difference from when I first started going and seeing her back in April till now. And I mean, I can see a difference in myself and all that. But I want to get rid of those negative thoughts, the self-doubt, all of that. I was talking to Fiona on the phone today, and she was saying I underestimate my own abilities and talents and all that. And as I said to her, I think that stems from the years and years and years of being told I wasn't good enough. Nothing I ever did was ever good enough. Nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing was ever good enough. And I was squashed a lot. Oh look, I don't put all my weight on, like, my weight gain. I don't put it all on him, or not him, the mental stuff I was getting from him. I'm an adult. I had control. I could have stopped. But when I met him, I was chunky. But when I say I was chunky, I was probably trying to figure out what I weigh. I know what I weigh and what I weighed when I met him. I'll say I was 50 kilos lighter when I met him. And I don't do it anymore, but I emotionally ate and cupboard ate for years. And now I've just got to slowly. I've lost 15 kilos in the last 12 months. If I can do 15 kilos again this 12 months, fantastic. But I am going back to gym at the end of February, so that should kick it off a bit more. And I'm not going back to gym to lose weight. I'm going back to gym because of my back. And even though I haven't lost a lot of weight, the flajub is just flajubbing. When I was heavier, I felt thinner when I was going to gym, because everything was where it sort of underneath was where it should be. The core muscles, everything was where it should be. Now it's all just flajubbing, and I don't like flajub. So yeah, I am going back to gym. My back is from having Corey. When I was pregnant with Corey, my body released too much of whatever hormone it is that it releases to relax all your pelvis and that for the baby to be born. My body released too much, and my back, every step I took, you could hear it crunching because it was just like floating midair. So I was actually on bed rest for the last 2-3 months I was pregnant with him. So when I exercise and my core is like, my stomach and core are tight, my back doesn't ache as much, which in turn means I can do more walking, more. If you could see that, one day I'll show you the size of this house. If you could see the amount of tile space I have to mop. This house is as big, is double the size of the house that we lived in prior to this. It's massive. It really is massive. It is a 4-bedroom home with a study. So it's a 4-bedroom and study or 5-bedroom home. There's 3 of us live in it. Mind you, the 2 spare rooms are full. One is full of the boys' stuff, Legos and all that stuff, and one's my craft room. So, yeah, I can't wait to go back to gym. As I said, just for feeling better, it mentally helps. So I don't even know how I got onto that. I guess him, because he used to sabotage my gym. I did quite a few, what they call 12-week challenges at gym. And he sabotaged the eating side of it. He knew my weaknesses, and he would bring home from work. When he came home from work, he'd bring home my weaknesses. My weaknesses would have to be corn chips, or particularly CC's, Doritos. I used to like Doritos, but they got no flavour anymore. I've decided they're just not worth eating. So he'd bring home corn chips. The other one I think I like is donuts. And if I started losing too much weight, we'd eat a lot more takeaways, which was sabotage. So, yeah, he's really done my head in this week. But I'm not going to let him beat me. I'm stronger than that. Or I think I am. So, yeah. Got to pick up Jarrett's school books on Thursday. There's $400. And I think he's only getting like 3 textbooks or 4 textbooks and 2 novels for English. Like, it's not... I'm probably going to get the bag and I'm going to look at it and think, yeah, right, where did that $400 go? So that's on our way home from our holiday. On Thursday, I'm picking up the books. So that's why I'm in desperate need of laces and stuff. Or laces, and I would love to be able to get some, what are they called? Things for my big shot. And some more papers and stuff. I just can't do it this fortnight. Because school goes back, I've got to get socks. Really. Let's talk socks. I buy 4 or 5 pairs every couple of months. School socks. Just white. White school socks. Not the ribbed ones, just white cotton school socks. In 2-3 months, we're down to 1 pair. You might have started with 5. Yeah, 5. Usually buy 5, so a pair a day. I think last time I might have got 6 because it might have been 3 pair for $10, so I might have got 6. I think there's 1 pair I can find of last year's school socks. Where they go, I don't know. I really don't. So I've got to buy school socks before he goes back to school. His shoes are still fine. His uniforms are still fine. So he should be right. Once we find out when Corey's going back to school, I've got to buy Corey a pair of school shoes because the ones he had in year 7 are just too small. Well, if I haven't mentioned, I think I might have mentioned it. Corey's going to be going back to school, hopefully, fingers crossed, 1 or 2 subjects for the year. Like, he wants to do English and maths at school because they're the 2 that he's really struggling with doing distance ed, but I don't know. We're going to wait till school reopens and next week and talk to them about it. But the school's given me his full uniform for nothing. I've just got to provide his shoes. So that's a bonus. Then the following fortnight, I should be able to buy some lace. And then a few other little bobs and sods. I don't know. I'm trying to do this budget stuff. And then you get a bill. Yep. Shouldn't have gone in the mailbox the other day. I cried. But once I get up to date with them, I'll be fine. What else? Yeah, so then it's, I think yesterday it was like 3 weeks to my birthday. So I don't think I'm doing anything. I really don't think I'm going to do anything. It's not pay week. Because it's not pay week, I really can't do anything. I think it's the weekend after payday, so there'll probably be no money. But I am going to do one thing for myself. I'm going to go to the cheesecake shop and get myself a cheesecake or half a cheesecake that the boys and I can have for my birthday dinner. Because I know I make cheesecakes and that, but I'm sorry. Every now and then to buy one is just a treat. And the cheesecake shop ones, we like the caramel, I think it's white chocolate caramel or something, and there's a strawberry one where they put the strawberry jelly on the top. I don't know, they're all good, but as I've said in my past videos, I can't eat the baked cheesecakes because they've got egg in them. So I have to just look at and I can't eat the cakes because they've got egg in them. So I just look at those and just pick from the no-bake cheesecake. So yeah, not a lot else going on. Just needed to chat. As you can see, I'm a bit spaced out. I'm really tired. After I came and did that video the other night on... What night did I come? Saturday night. And I said, we had a late dinner and stuff, and then I said I'll wait 3 hours after we ate and then I'd go to bed. Well, I went to bed probably... by the time I finished doing what I was doing, because I was crafting, well, it might have been like 1:30. I got into bed. I was up and down like a yo-yo until 6:30 a.m. I finally fell asleep at 6:30 a.m. The birds were chirping and the sun was coming up. And I was just going to sleep. I just could not sleep. And then I was awake again at 9. That was after having a dream about all my teeth falling out. I don't know why I was dreaming about my teeth falling out. I do have one tooth that needs to be fixed. Maybe that was in my head. One of my front teeth, right up the top near the gum, there's a little hole. It's been there for 3 years now. It doesn't cause me any pain. It doesn't hurt. I just don't smile like I used to until it's fixed. But I must have been thinking about that before I fell asleep. And then I dreamt that they all just... They didn't even fall out. They crumbled. And I was left with all these little stumps. Weird dream. And then last night I didn't have much sleep either. I just couldn't go to sleep again. But I didn't allow... The last few days I've been having afternoon sleeps because I've been so tired from not sleeping the night before. But today, I was really busy with my mum. You know, we went to the post office, we went to the chemist, went to the newsagents to ask about the pockets. Then we went and had something to eat. Then I had to drop her back home. So I was out of the house for like 5-6 hours. It was a long day. And by the time I got home, I felt so sick. And that's just the humidity and the heat and the sun in the wind. Because when I drove down to Mum's, the sun was coming from the east, so I was driving straight into it. When I came home from Mum's, the sun was in the west, so I was driving straight into it. So yeah, I felt lousy by the time I got home. But I still didn't let myself have a sleep. I closed my eyes for like 2 minutes and I'm like, no, get up, do things. So I folded all my washing that I had done earlier in the week. I've got more washing to do. I've probably got another load or two to go that I want to get done and hung out tonight before I go away. I don't know how we go through so much washing. I really don't. Although I hadn't done any in the hot weather, I just didn't bother because my clothesline's falling apart. The owner is going to come and restring it, but I haven't got a lot of, strings to hang stuff off. And then I've got to weed all the brickwork underneath. But I'm thinking of hiring someone to come and do that. I don't know. Lots of things I'm thinking of doing. Lots of things I want to do. Lots of things I need to do. And I ain't doing much. But I'm going to go. I think I've really rambled tonight. Bit of here and there. As I said, I'm going away tomorrow. Being Tuesday, I'll be back Thursday, so I'll probably do... I'm hoping to get up tomorrow while we're away. The zoo video that I did of the Melbourne Zoo back in September. The only reason I haven't done it as of yet is it's on my laptop. It's only about 20 minutes long, but it's going to take about 5-6 hours to upload from my laptop. So I'll do that while we're away. And I will also try to do some little videos of while we're away. Because if I upload short little ones, they don't take long and I'm not going to have the issue that I had with the zoo. I will also probably might even do a chit-chat from Warrnambool on Wednesday night. Yeah, Wednesday night. And I just want to say to you, I am over the 100 subbies. So stay tuned. Make sure you watch all my videos next week, because you never know if something special will be hiding in one of them. But for now, I'm going to say those words. I hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.